Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm actually going to be doing something different today. I'm going to be showing off my CD collection. We're going through storage right now, and I have like all my CDs I used to have in like high school and college and what have you. So I'm going to do one box today. I'll probably do one box each day. So let's just dive right into the one I have in front of me here. It's quite a few, so I'm going to go through it as quickly as possible. If it's something, that I can, if I want to share some memories with, I'll definitely share. So we'll start here in the corner. Okay, this is cool. This is the 3-disc edition of Rage Against the Machine. This has obviously the album, plus a couple of live tracks, and then the second disc is nothing but demos, and then the third disc is a DVD of music videos, live clips, soundstage performance, and what have you. So there's the track listing right there. That was. And then you get like the inserts here for, there's that. Little picture of them, and then the 4 of them and who they think and whatnot. And then you get all 3 discs, and there's a packet in here too, but I don't think I need to go over that. Okay. I forgot I had this also. This is the 25th anniversary CD DVD set of Paul Simon's Graceland. Really good album. Really enjoyed this one. There's the back. You get, the album, bonus tracks, and a DVD. There's actually live performances on here. There's music videos, and then a live performance from SNL from 1986. So it's a pretty cool set here. There's Paul right there. And then, yep. You guys like Paul Simon? I like certain songs by him, but that's a good album. Alright, next little stack here. I have this is the deluxe edition of Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Damn the Torpedoes. It's got a bunch of demos and B-sides on the second disc. It's probably my favorite album by him. I'll save that here. And then we have I have more than just these 2, but these are the first 2 albums of the Smashing Pumpkins box sets. We have Gish and we have Siamese Dream. Both are 3-disc sets. Both contain the albums, B-sides, demos, different mixes, and 2 live concerts from the Metro. One from 1990 and one from 1993. So there's the back of Gish, and here is the back of Siamese Dream. Really cool sets. I think they're out of print now. I do have the other ones too, but those are probably in different boxes. And then I used to collect all of these collector's sets from this one band here. Let me put it in actual order here. This is the first. I think these are the first 6 albums by them. I do have the other ones too. So we have REM's Murmur. This has a live concert from Canada as the second disc. Then we have Reckoning. This has a live show as well from Chicago as the second disc. Life's Rich Pageant. Not sure what the second disc was on this one. It doesn't say on the back. If you guys want to read into it, you guys can look it up. Fables of the Reconstruction. I'm a big REM fan, at least from when they started up through the 90s. Their 2000 stuff was okay, but it's not my favorite. Document. This is the one that everybody knows, like It's the End of the World as We Know It, Finest Work Song, The One I Love, yeah. And then Green. This is the one that has Stand on it, and Orange Crush, and Pop Song 89. Alright, everything else is just like a mix of different things here, different genres. So we have the deluxe edition, one of the many editions of Slipknot's first album. This is the re-released version with Me Inside on it. And it has a bunch of like remixes and 4 demos. Here's the back. I'm sure Joe would appreciate this. This is the 4-disc box set of Slayer's Soundtrack to the Apocalypse. I think this is like a 2-disc best of, if you will, and then there's like the 3rd disc is stuff you've never heard. Basically, it's just a bunch of like live tracks, demos, and then the 4th disc is a DVD. Pretty much just live performances from all over the world. There you go. Alright. So we have System of a Down. We have the special edition version of the first album. It's just the album with the 2nd disc with 4 live tracks. So there's that. We have Toxicity. I bought this a long time ago. Actually, I have there's like 2 discs in here of just random stuff. This is a odds and ends, quote unquote, live and rare. It's not a real disc, it's a burned copy. I don't know if it even works anymore. But it's called System of a Down Live and Rare. There's your track listing right there. Now, the first song, Legend of Zelda, it's not them, it's a different band that sounds similar to them, but it's not. I forget the name of the band, but it's not them. But you have B-sides, a couple of live versions on here. You have Will They Die For You with Puff Daddy, Lil Kim, and Mace. That's from the Chef Aid South Park compilation. And then you have Shame on here with Wu-Tang Clan. Those are good songs. Excuse me. I got 3 albums here of the Talking Heads. We got Remain in Light. This is the one that has Once in a Lifetime on it. We have Speaking in Tongues, really good album. Burning Down the House. This Must Be the Place. Girlfriend is Better. Slippery People. And then we have Little Creatures, And She Was, Road to Nowhere. Pretty cool. I'm a Talking Heads fan. There's an album I grew up with. This CD's not in the best condition. I might have to replace it. It's getting kind of nasty here. We have Papa Roach's first debut album. Well, not really debut album. Their first major label album, Infest. Just put them on the map with obviously Last Resort, Broken Home. My favorite, and then Between Angels and Insects, Blood Brothers, Dead Cell, Snakes, Revenge. Really good album. Really enjoyed that one. Let's see here. Oh, one of my favorite bands of all time. Let me get all their albums out of here. That way they're all together. And I think this, I don't know if these are all their albums, but it's a majority of them. We have Placebo. We have their first album. Really good album. One of my favorite songs on here are Teenage Angst, Bruce Pristine, Nancy Boy, Come Home. This is a CD, DVD set. There's a bunch of like videos on here, live performances from the year is this album from me. It's my first album, so it was like the 90s, mid 90s. There's a live show here from '98. I think this is an actual disc. No, it's a burned copy. I don't remember where I got this. I think I got this at a. I think I got this at a secondhand store. I forget which one I got it at though. We got Black Market Music on here. This is the one that has Taste in Men, Slave to the Wage, Without You I'm Nothing featuring David Bowie. That's a good song. We have Sleeping with Ghosts. This is the deluxe edition with what's on this album here that you guys would know. Special Needs, Sleeping with Ghosts, The Bitter End, Protect Me From What I Want. That's a good song. And then there's 10 covers on here as well, including Running Up That Hill, Big Mouth Strikes Again, Where Is My Mind. Really cool. I like when they do covers. We have Meds, Infrared, Meds featuring Alison Mosshart, Broken Promise featuring Michael Stipe. This also has Running Up That Hill on here as a bonus track. We have, this is from 2009, this is Battle for the Sun. Not too familiar with the track listing on this one. I remember listening to it when it came out and I enjoyed it though. And then this is their album from 2013, Loud Like Love. Again, not too familiar with the songs on this one, but there's your track listing right there. Finish the stack here. I have one of their albums in my car, their best album. This one's not as good. This is the band called Pomegranate. This is Larry Lane. I forget what year. The one I have in the car is their debut album. This one, I don't know when this one came out. 1999. The one I have in the car is 96, I believe. But yeah, there's your track listing right there. Alright, we have, this band's pretty cool. This is the Cyclone Rangers. This is a EP. And then here's their, what is this one? This is their first album. It's kind of like got that rockabilly punk type sound to them. But yeah. Pretty cool band. I enjoy them. We have Peg Boy. This is their second album or third album, Earwig. Really good punk band from the Chicago area. I think I bought this at an FYE a long time ago. It was in there it was like $3.99 or $4.99, but you know, had to get it. Really good band. I have their first album too, Somewhere in This Mess. I got a compilation here of the Presidents of the United States of America. This is Pure Frosting. It's got Video Killed the Radio Star, Cleveland Rocks, a bunch of other B-sides, different versions of Back Porch and Tiki Lounge God, and then a live version of Lump. This is a really good, it's not hardcore. I think it was hardcore. Back in the day it was. Yeah, these discs aren't in the best condition, but they play okay. This is a band called Texas Is the Reason. Got two. This is their major album. This is an EP, three track EP. They're on Revolution Records, so it is. Yeah, it's kind of like hardcore. One of my favorite bands, Soul Asylum. We have some of their albums right here. This is an EP called Clam Dip and Other Delights. It is a parody cover of Herb Alpert. Cream Dip and Other Delights, or whatever it was called. I think this is their bassist here. Rest in peace, Carl. Compilation here, just their, everybody knows Misery and Runaway Train, Black Gold, Just Like Anyone. Pretty good stuff there. And then one of their live shows from '97. This is After the Flood. It was they actually did a prom. They played at a certain prom at a high school. Interesting. But here's your track listing. 18 songs. Now I got this at McKay's years ago. This is the They Might Be Giants 20 years compilation called Dial a Song. It's got 52 songs on it. Ranges from like their early years up to, I don't know when it goes up to, but Boss of Me is on here from Malcolm in the Middle. Spy is on. I like the song Spy. That's a good song. Birdhouse in Your Soul, Don't Let's Start. Put Your Hand Inside the Puppet Head. That's just a weird song. But yeah, there's your track listing right there. One of my favorite albums of all time. This is the 2-disc special edition. This is the Spin Doctors Pocket Full of Kryptonite. It's got the album, and it's got a bunch of demos and a live performance on disc 2. If you guys like the Spin Doctors, please let me know in the comments below. I like Sugar Ray. Well, some of their stuff. I like this album because it's different, and then I do like their 90s stuff. This is their debut album. That sounded a little bit different because it was more heavy. This is Lemonade and Brownies. Yes, there's a model on the cover. This album has Rhyme Stealer, Iron Mike, Big Black Woman, Mean Machine, 10 Seconds Down, Danzig Needs a Hug. I always laugh when I read that title. I think these are all the Sublime albums I have in my collection. So we have Robin the Hood, 40 Ounces to Freedom, the 2-disc special edition of the self-titled album featuring B-sides, acoustic versions, and music videos. We got the 1-dub album they did. This is Secondhand Smoke. This is just different mixes of songs that they released post after he died. This is a acoustic album of Brad and Friends called Sublime Acoustic. There is no cover for it. This is how it was released. And then there's a live performance from 1995. This is Live at the Palace. Quite a few good songs on here. There's a track listing. Okay, here's another Peg Boy. This is an actual EP. This is 4. Yeah, the case has seen better days, but there's your track listing right there. Just 4 tracks. We got Perfect Circle, Mère de Noms, my favorite album of theirs. Oh, this is an interesting. So this band right here, let me get my facts straight before I tell you. This band has Johnny Depp in it with Gibby Haynes from the Butthole Surfers. And it is a band called P. This is from 1995. So, a band called P. Very interesting band. Johnny Depp is the guitarist, and I think he sings as well. But he's not the lead singer. Gibby Haynes is the lead singer. We have one of my favorite frontmen from the band Acid Bath. This is Dax Riggs. This is one of his solo albums. If you guys don't know who Acid Bath is, I highly recommend you guys look them up. Really good metal band. We got 2 albums here from Matthew Sweet. This is Girlfriend. This is the Legacy Edition. Everybody knows that song, Girlfriend. And then I've Been Waiting. Those are the 2 hits off this album. And then, of course, we have 100% Fun. This is the one with Sick of Myself. We're the Same. Those are the 2 songs that I remember from this album. We're probably going to go about 45 minutes here, guys. So, my favorite Supertramp album, this is Breakfast in America. I got it at McKay's a while back. This is the remastered edition from 2002. I gotta move my stacks up a little bit over here. Really good band right here. I haven't listened to this album in a long time though. This is Pave the Rocket, Taken In. Got this at an FYE a while back, quite a few years ago. I think they got this at one that doesn't exist anymore. I believe they were like, I don't remember, alternative rock, maybe maybe a little bit of hardcore too. We've got Sonic Youth, Daydream Nation, really good band right here. I don't need to tell you about Sonic Youth, you guys probably know about them already. This one has Teenage Riot on here, so everybody knows that song. I think my other albums are in a different box, but here's a random copy of Tool's Anima. I don't remember this band. I'll have to go back and listen to this again. This is probably like alternative. There's a band called Hope Factory. I don't remember them. 1994 release. This is a good band, even though this case is absolutely disgusting. I'm gonna have to switch it out. The packet unfortunately has water damage, but the album's also seen better days. This is a band called Push Start Wagon. I guess you can tell it's not in good shape at all. Squeaky Clean is the name of the album, It's from 1996, I think. But yeah, it's absolutely disgusting. You can see all like the nastiness on it. You got that for like $1 or something. Another band that I enjoyed, this is Locus Solace, and the album is called Waverly. And I got a lot of these unknown bands that were signed to Dutch East India Trading Company. Their 1994 album. I like my 90s music, what can I say? Another band, another album by the Cyclone Rangers. This is The Devil May Care. I like that artwork. Love the artwork on the back too. We got them Crooked Vultures. This is a super group with Josh Homme, Dave Grohl, and John Paul Jones. And I think Alan is also in that band too. We got all my Social Distortion albums here. We have Mommy's Little Monster, Prison Bound, Self-Titled, Somewhere Between Heaven and Hell, White Light, White Heat, White Trash, Sex, Love, and Rock and Roll, and Hard Times and Nursery Rhymes. Alright, we have, I think, where are the rest of my, I don't know where the rest of them are. This is two albums by the band Sabado. This is The Freed Weed and The Freed Man. If you guys are not familiar with this band, it's Lou Barlow. He was in Dinosaur Jr. I think he did this, this is when he left Dinosaur Jr. before he came back. Yeah, these are like the early 90s. Yeah, because he left J Mascis to do this, and then he came back later on. Here's another really good band. A lot of people don't really care for David Yao's voice, especially when he was in Jesus Lizard. I like Jesus Lizard. This is his band before that. This is Scratch Acid. This is a greatest hits compilation. You got 28 songs on here. There's your track listing right there. One of my brother's favorite bands of all time. We have School of Fish and their second album, Human Cannonball. This is one of their albums. I don't know where my other albums are. This is the Raconteurs, Consolers of the Lonely. Really good band, Jack White. I don't know where my first album ran off to. I'm sure it's in another box, or I think it might be in the other room too. This is most of my Queens of the Stone Age collection. First album's in the other room. So this is Rated R Deluxe Edition. It's got B-sides and a live show on disc 2. One of my favorite songs on there is The Lost Art of Keeping a Secret, Feel Good Hit of the Summer, and Monsters in the Parasol, and The Fade. We have, of course, Songs for the Deaf. Everybody bought that when it came out. We have a live show here from 2005. It is a DVD CD combo. Really good show. Really enjoyed that one. I'm also missing the one of the albums too. So we have Era Vulgaris, really good album, and then Like Clockwork. Next up we have everybody's favorite band, one of my favorites. We got Primus, Selling the Seas of Cheese. This is a 2-disc set. You got the album plus 3 bonus tracks, and then a DVD which has videos. I think it has videos. Doesn't really tell me what's on the DVD on the back here. I don't know. It just says DVD video. It has like all like the different bit rates. So I don't know exactly what that entails. I never actually watched the DVD. One of my favorite albums growing up as a kid, Pork Soda. Of course you get My Name is Mud, DMV, Mr. Crinkle. Really good album. Another one I got at McKay's a while back. This is their album they put out in 1999. This is Anti-Pop. I have this on vinyl as well. Really good album. And then one of their later albums, this is Green Naugahyde. This is when Tim came back in the band. Wait a second. Don't quote me on that. I gotta look, because I know... No, he's not in this album. Jay Lane's the drummer in this one. I think Tim came back the album after this one. Sorry. I think Jay Lane was in the band for a little bit, and then Brian Mantilla came in, and then he left. Tim came back. Then I think he had cancer, so he left, and Jay Lane came in, and then Tim came back again. I think. I don't know, I used to be a big music nerd. This is a cool 80s band here from Canada. This is Red Rider, As Far as Siam. Everybody knows Lunatic Fringe from this album. I think I mentioned any other songs on here, really. I mean, they're all like, early 80s. This band right here, I'm going to have to go back and listen to again, because I don't really remember this album. This is Sack Lunch, Stranger. I think this is what year is this from? It doesn't even say on the back here. I want to say late 90s, 97. One of my favorite albums of all time. We got Wisconsin Death Trip from Static X. There's a track listing right there. Push It, I'm with Stupid, But for Days, Love Dump, I Am, Sweat of the Bud, Wisconsin Death Trip, The Trance is the Motion. Very good album. We got Pearl Jam's Lost Dogs. This is a compilation of B-sides and pretty much just B-sides. 2-disc set. It's got 30 songs on it. I grew up with this band in my early college days. I don't really care for their new stuff because it's just Brandon, but this is their first album. This is Panic at the Disco's Fever You Can't Sweat Out. Oh, there's my other System of a Down album. Alright, we got a band that I really enjoyed. Fortunately, their frontman passed away a couple years ago, so you won't be seeing anything released from them anymore unless they do like compilations or what have you. This is the Tragically Hip. This is Road Apples. Really good Canadian band. Little Bones, Twist My Arm, Cordelia. Those are the 3 songs I really enjoy off this album, but I do enjoy the whole album as a whole. And then here's a compilation of their stuff. This is called Your Favorites. They are Where are they from again? They're not from the U.S., obviously. No, Canadian, Canada, another Canadian band. We have System of a Down, Steal This Album. Again, this never came with artwork. This is just the way it was. Because it looks like a pirated disc, but clearly it is not. It's got Intervision, Mr. Jack, F the System, Chicken Stew, Streamline. I found my. You guys don't know who this artist is, you're really missing out on life, but you probably know him because he had songs on the Good Will Hunting soundtrack. This is Elliott Smith. This is like all his albums right here. So we have Roman Candle, self-titled, Either Or. This is the one that has Between the Bars on it. No Name number 5. We have XO. Figure 8. From a Basement on the Hill. And New Moon. Really enjoy Elliott Smith. There's a lot of controversy with his death. I'll leave it at that. Here's another cool band. This is a band called Small. So we have Chin Music, and then we have Cakes. 90s band. Yeah, 90s band. I have a lot of 90s stuff in my collection. And then we have pretty much the whole discography of the Smiths. I know a lot of people hate Morrissey. I'm not a big fan of him myself, but I do enjoy the Smiths. So we have Hatful of Hollow, self-titled, Meat is Murder. I got a couple copies of this album. The Queen is Dead. Strange Ways, Here We Come. Louder Than Bombs. Rank. This is a live performance from 1985. This is Rusholme Ruffians Play at Home. And then a 2-disc compilation of The Sound of the Smiths. We have the first 5 albums of Run DMC. These are like, all these are like actually most of these are the deluxe editions. I think Back from Hell might not be, maybe it is, but we have self-titled, King of Rock, Raising Hell, Tougher Than Love, and Back from Hell. This is a really good album right here too. This is Superdrag's Heavy Trip in Every Key. Or Head Trip in Every Key. Sold You an Alibi is a good song. Do the Vampire. Hellbent. She is a Holy Grail. One of my favorite Robert Plant albums, Solo. This is The Principle of Moments. This is the one that has In the Mood, Big Log. Yeah, those are the 2 main hits off this album. And then you got a couple live bonus tracks and then a B-side. I don't know where my first album is, but we have Third Eye Blind's Blue and which one is this? Out of the Vein. a Foo Fighters live show from 1996. This is down in Toronto. And here's your track listing right there. It's basically just stuff from the first album, and then like an early version of My Poor Brain. A couple B-sides on here. They covered Gary Newman on here, Down in the Park. Here's a really good metal band called Graveyard. This is Lights Out. And how that got turned around. Oh. This is all mixed up. I gotta fix it. This is the Best of the Pixies. Everybody that I know likes the Pixies. Another Placebo album that I've misplaced. Without You I'm Nothing. This has got Pure Morning, You Don't Care About Us, Without You I'm Nothing, Every You, Every Me. Really good songs. Another Dax Riggs side project. This is Dead Boy and the Elephant Men. Really good band. I think this is Joey Ramone's. Well, this was released after he died. This is You Know. This is from 2012. I know he died in. What year did he die? In 2001, I believe. This might actually just be a compilation because Merry Christmas is on here. Yeah, that was weird. That was really weird. Yeah, this is just a bunch of like I'm not sure if they recorded these before he died or they're just his vocals over different people playing instruments. But I remember enjoying this album quite a bit too. We have, I don't remember this album either. This is Buddha Knievel. Obviously a spin on Evel Knievel. I like that artwork though. Got an FYE a while back too. Alright, last stack. We should be good. This is another Peg Boy album. This is Cha Cha D'Amour. One of my favorite bands. This is basically the soundtrack to The Adventures of Pete and Pete. This is Polaris. It's got, obviously, it's got Hey Sandy on it, plus a lot of other songs they did for the show. Soul Coughing's Best Of. I think this is like a local band, from what I remember, from like the DC area. This is Soulside, Soon Come Happy. And we have, I don't know where my other Soundgarden albums are. This is Down on the Upside, and then Live on I-5. We have, oh yeah, this is the band that did the theme song to Dora. This is Splendora. I think it's, you know, Excuse Me, You're Standing on My Neck, because I believe is what the song's called. It's not on here, this is all the other songs though. And then lastly we have the Shame Idols. This is I Got Time, and then this is Rocket Cat. So that's everything for the first box. So leave comments down below if you saw anything that you enjoyed or you're intrigued by, and we can talk music all day if you like. Hope you guys liked this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.